Hi students, very good morning you all. This is Dr. Gunamani Jana and I am working as a professor in Roland Institute of Technology in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. I have been allocated a subject, Object Oriented Analysis and Design, for third year first semester, that is the fifth semester, and the regulation will be following R18, regulation 18, which is there from 18 to 22. And the new regulation, it has come R23. It has started from 2023 onwards. So the subject Object Oriented Analysis and Design, it is one of the elective subjects of course, but it is a very interesting subject for all the students because most of this software whatever you are using, the design part will be done using this Object Oriented Analysis Design, mainly using the language UML, that is called the Unified Modeling Language. So before I give introduction for this subject and the topic, let us see the course structure. The course code is RCS 5D005 and we have 5 modules with us. Each module I will be taking 12 hours, and for each and every module I will be providing the video lectures, the PowerPoint presentation and the lecture notes, and I will be giving minimum 5 number of assignments. Assignment 1 after module 1, assignment 2 after module 2, assignment 3 after module 3, like that. At the end of 5th unit there will be 5 assignments. This assignment will be the university questions. It is not the rocket science or nothing beyond things. So it will be only the university question papers. It is not all the questions. The same thing I will discuss in the classroom also. The answer I will discuss. The question also I will give you from my side. So these from 3 to 4 years question paper, what is there from the university side, those questions only will be the assignment questions, and you will be getting questions in the class test 1 from the same thing. You will be getting questions for the class test 2 from the same thing. So there is no difference for these things, clear? So these are the things for our subject. Now once again I welcome you to these classes, and I hope all the students they understand this importance of the regular classes nowadays, because the university level it is very strict and the exams and everything will be conducted very strictly as per the university guideline now onwards. So in this way I appeal all the students to attend most of the classes so that they will be benefited, they will learn and they will write from their own and they will score the mark. Getting mark is different and scoring mark is different. So with this I start my introduction classes for you, dear friends. So before going for some languages or before going for object oriented analysis and design, let us understand the very fundamental concept like the hardware and software, because all these languages etc., these are the softwares. This is part of the softwares. Okay, so the device which you can touch and which we can feel, like the hardwares, we call it as the hardwares, like the computer system or the desktops, we call it as the hardwares. And whatever the computer program we run on these computers, we call it the software. Is it clear? So this is the concept of hardware and software. And coming to the hardware, you know, it is the laptop, it is the desktop, it is the server, everything. These are the hardwares only. And coming to the software, we are having 5 kinds of softwares. One is the operating system, one is the utility program, one is the language process, fourth one is the application program, and fifth one is the decision support software. So these are the 5 type of software we are having, and mainly we are concerned about the first one, that is the operating system. And in the subject operating systems, you more or less you know, it controls and coordinate all the peripherals, like it is the disk, it is the printer, it is the scanner, it is the keyboard, whatever things are there, everything is controlled by this operating system, right? And not only this one, it also help user to develop program. It helps the application program to execute. It deal with any fault. Suppose a fault is developed, so it is the software you can deal with that. Through the software you can deal with all the things, right? So these are the things, and we are having a number of operating system with us. We are having the Microsoft developed by the operating Windows various versions are there. Similarly, other operating systems like you know Unix operating system, Linux operating systems. So we are having a number of operating systems in front of us, and we get acquainted by working and doing things. Then the second category of the operating system is the utility program. The utility program Usually we use the sorting, merging, so copying of the files to other report, etc. These are things coming under this utility program. So these are also some types of software. Then coming to the language process or processor, basically we are having two type of language processor. One is the compiler, one is the interpreter. And there is a frequently asked questions for any interview questions. What is the difference between a compiler and interpreter? When you write a program and save it with some file extension, say for example I am writing a Java program, I write it program1.java, and when I try to compile that one, that means the entire coding it is taken care at a time. But while you are going for the interpreter, it goes for analyzing line by line. So interpreter means it is line by line. If first line is correct, it goes to the second line. First line is executed, it goes to the second line. So this type of technique we call it the interpreter. And if you the entire program study, check it, compile it, then we call it as the compiler. What is happening with Java, what is happening with C, these are all the compiler type of things, right? Similarly, the fourth one is the application program. In the application program, as you understand, we are having two type. One is the standard application, second one is the unique. Say for example, we go for payroll, okay, we go for inventory management system, we go for so the sales ledger, like that, different type of things are there. These are the what is the applications you are developing, it is coming under the application program software. And the fourth type is the application program, sorry, the decision support software. Here we go for the database management system, DBMS. We go for the spreadsheet. No, you are using the spreadsheet. You are using the different type of window, the word processors. We are going for the email. So these are coming under the decision support softwares, right? Then we focus on this programming language because we are using one of the languages here for developing the object-oriented analysis and design. So we are having basically four type of languages. One is the machine language, second one is the assembly language, third one is the procedure oriented language, and the fourth one is the object oriented languages. And whatever the language UML we are going to use, it is one of the object oriented languages, right? So now let us understand what is the languages and how to use all the things. First we are going for the machine language. Machine language is the very low level language, whatever we say, because the machine can understand 0 and 1. 1 is on and 0 is off. So like that it can understand 1. So for any instruction or any data, so all will be represented by binary numbers. For example, say get a number, I can use 10 11 0 111. Okay, 8 digit number I am putting it there. Similarly, say I want to store something 10 10 11 00. So like that, these are the things or the machine languages what the computer can easily understand and interpret. But the thing is that, is it that easy for the end user to remember? Because whatever things you are doing, you will do using the binary numbers, so it will be confusing and you cannot remember. Really, it is impossible, right? Then immediately we go for the assembly languages. In the assembly languages, it is just like English language. Still, we are using some notation. For example, I want to load something, load 10 to x. Then how do you represent LD space x comma 10? That means 10 is loaded to x. Similarly, LD space y comma 11. 11 is loaded to y. If I want to add, then add space x comma y. So these are the assembly languages. It is at least better than the machine languages. Basically, machine languages 1001. What is A? I do not know. What is B? Also I do not know. What is add? I do not know. What is subtract? I do not know. What is percentage? I should. All the things it will be there in the machine languages only. Then the next languages we are using the high level languages, right? And the high level languages, if you see the history, in 1957 Fortran was discovered or invented, whatever you say. Then in 1958 ALGOL was there. 1959 Lisp is the language used for this artificial intelligence problem statement and solving. Then 1962 it was the BASIC, and now the C languages what we are using, it has already replaced BASIC. Then 1970 it is the Pascal. 1973 came C. So 62 it was BASIC, and 73 after 11 years C languages completely replaced the BASIC language, right? Then 1980 it is the C++, and 1995 it is Java. So these are the things, and if you see, the machine language is the first generation language, and the high level language it is coming the third generation languages, and what is the application development to edit you are using, these are the fourth generation languages, right? So these are the concept of different type of languages and all things. Now the very fundamental things is that we are going for the procedure oriented languages and the object oriented languages, because in our introductory classes we will have some idea what is this object oriented languages, and using that how you are going to analyze and how you are going to design. Fine. So while we are going for procedural languages, the key concept here is the data. So data is there available and it roams around. So because when data is available freely, so it is vulnerable, that we understand. So security is not there. Then the main program here is divided into a number of functions. That means I want to write very big program, then I will be having a more number of functions in that. Functions or methods, whatever you say, like that one, right? So then what you do, there will be a global data which can be accessed by a number of functions. For example, global data 1 is there, it is accessed by function 1 and function 2. Similarly, global data 2 is there, it is also accessed by 1, 2 or 3, like that. So this is the concept that we can use it. But what is the difference? Because these type of languages mainly depend on the procedure or the algorithms. Okay, what is the disadvantages? Because that extensibility and other concept you cannot do it here, it is not that easy. And what is the concept we are using in our object oriented, like polymerism, the reuse concept, that is not possible here. It is not, we cannot do all the things. Then what is the next type of things we are using? That is the object oriented programming. Here emphasis is given on the data. Okay, so if you see a small block, in one block data will be there and function will be there, and together we call it an object. Then in the object oriented analysis and design or object oriented languages, so object is the key things. Okay, the building block is the object. There in the procedure language it is the procedure, data only it is the important thing. Here object means data and function, data and function. Okay, here I am unable to draw a diagram here. If I draw a diagram, you can better understand in the object oriented diagram. So suppose I am having 3 number of blocks. The first block I am having sub block D for data, below that it is F, and there is a link between D and F. Like that 3 number of blocks are there, and there is connectivity, towards connectivity from function to function for all the 3, and all the 3 in a triangular position. So this is the concept of object oriented languages. Here emphasis is given on the data, and the program is divided into a number of objects. So previously the program is divided into a number of functions. Here the program is divided into a number of objects. Okay, and the entire data structure, it is defined the content of the subjects, and functions operates on this data. Okay, so this is the concept. Now coming to this object oriented analysis and design using UML. So UN is a unified modeling languages. We will be focusing on this in our next video. So till then, goodbye, and you take care of your health and everything. My appeal to you all, please come and attend the classes. Once you attend the classes, I am ready to show you the implementations, because most of you will be joining Infosys, will be joining TCS or some good companies. There, unless you know this concept, unless you know the hands-on training, because this is a subject here by the BPUT, there is no lab is there. But once I show you the demonstration, while you are going for your final year project, while you are attending interview for this various companies, it will be very much comfortable to you. I thank you for watching this video, and I will be appreciating if I get any feedback and comments on these things also. The same time, I am requesting and appealing all the students to attend my classes regularly. Thank you all for watching this video and for your valuable comments. Thank you.